A hidden treasure here in Jacksonville is in danger of being destroyed.
You're looking at an ancient and little-known fort in East Arlington, right there, deep in some woods on private property near Fort Caroline Road and Monument Road. It dates back to the Spanish-American War, built in 1898 to protect local residents from invaders. But now a local nonprofit is in a battle to save this piece of history from being torn down. Channel 4's Vic Micolucci tells us the story behind the fort and how you can help keep it from being bulldozed.
Let's take you back to 1898, long before we were born. Cubans were fighting for their independence from Spain, and our military sent the USS Maine to Havana to help. Then, disaster. The ship exploded and 266 American sailors died. The cause still debated, but the U.S. government blamed Spain, and the war began.
When you think of the Spanish-American War, most people think of Lieutenant Colonel Theodore Roosevelt or the sinking of the Maine in Havana Harbor. But right here in Jacksonville, we have a piece of that history.
The Army sent troops to the River City, a port where they'd ship southward. Camp Cuba Libre was born in what's now Springfield.
So they were worried about the Spanish invading Jacksonville through the St. Johns River, through the mouth of the river here.
That is correct.
So they built a fort on St. John's Bluff, a concrete battery with powerful protection and a spectacular view.
Any ship coming down this river, these cannons could have blown them right out of the water.
But the Spanish never invaded, and the war ended within 3 months. The fortress was soon abandoned.
Let's be careful. A bit of a climb.
Yeah.
Most people in North Florida have no idea, but this piece of history remains behind this fence and up this trail on private property near Fort Caroline.
This is where they would have stored the gunpowder and the shells that they would eventually bring up to load the cannons.
Amazingly, it's mostly intact. The 4-foot-thick concrete walls and this underground bunker still stand today. But 118 years later, these barracks are in their biggest battle yet, in danger of being destroyed.
We don't think that's something that we should do with our historical places in Jacksonville.
It's now Jim McCarthy's baby. He leads the North Florida Land Trust, a nonprofit trying to save it.
We need to come up with about $400,000 in order to buy the property.
So if you don't raise the money, you think this is going to be gone?
Yes. If you ask me if we're getting a good deal, I'll tell you no. But I'll tell you that we are where we are.
Let's go back to that history lesson. In the early 1900s, the government sold the land as surplus. Private owners swapped it for a century, and a few years ago, the last owner didn't pay the taxes and lost it. The land was auctioned off and sold to the highest bidder for $101,000.
Did you have any idea there was a fort there?
No.
That's David Radcliffe. When he bought the property in 2013, he wanted to build a home on top of the fort. He also got an estimate to tear it down. But the public pushed back, and this summer McCarthy and the Land Trust stepped in. They agreed that if they can raise $400,000 by November, Radcliffe will sell it.
So you would be happy if they were able to raise that money and preserve the fort and you sold it off?
Yeah. I mean, I am happy if they can. If they can't, then I would like for the governmental powers to leave me alone and let me do what I want to with my own property.
Would you ever be amenable to possibly lowering the price?
I'm not, you never say never about anything, but at the moment, no.
You would fire upon them long before you could ever be seen by them.
So now the Land Trust is fighting the clock. If they raise the money, McCarthy says they'll hand the fort over to the National Park Service so it can be enjoyed for generations to come.
I think what they're doing is right, and I'm definitely in favor of it.
The plan is popular with the neighbors.
It needs to be cleaned up and put back in shape, and it would really be something nice,
What do you think should happen with it?
I think it should be taken over by some entity, hopefully the National Park Service, and developed into a living history park.
The Land Trust has collected some money, like at this fundraiser on the site, but they've got a long way to go to keep from losing it forever.
It's an important piece of our history, and we need to preserve it.
If you don't raise the money,
It goes away.
it's going to be
Never
gone.
to be seen for again.
You can't rebuild this.
Can't rebuild this.
So as of right now, the North Florida Land Trust has raised $59,000, but Dolores Barr Weaver has offered a challenge. If the organization collects $300,000, she will donate the last $100,000. They have less than 7 months to do it. If you want to help preserve the fort or learn more about it, go to our website, news4jax.com. We have a direct link inside the story. Just look on the homepage.